Since I like going back and listening to my old thoughts, I'm currently in the process of re-uploading some of my older videos in order to make them more compliant with YouTube's policies on reused content. But since I didn't want to do a lot of editing, here is the audio from my original review for this movie.
Following the deadly events at home, the Abbott family must now face the terrors of the outside world as they continue their fight for survival in silence. Forced to venture out into the unknown, they quickly realize that the creatures that hunt by sound are not the only threats that lurk beyond the sand path. Now, I'm a huge fan of A Quiet Place. I was skeptical about how good a horror movie directed by Jim Halpert could possibly be, but that film really surprised the hell out of me. I thought it was great. However, I did not think that it needed a sequel. After all, not all sequels live up to their predecessors, especially in the horror genre. So I just didn't want to see this simple yet creative concept lose its uniqueness over time. I mean, nearly every horror franchise has overstayed its welcome at this point, but after just having seen the sequel, I don't think I'm going to question any creative decision that John Krasinski makes ever again, because he has just become one of my favorite directors working today. A Quiet Place Part 2 is an outstanding sequel and easily my favorite movie of the year so far. I don't know if it's better than the original film, but it's definitely just as good. Everything that was great about that first film is also great here. The story, the acting, the directing, the music, and the sound design are all masterfully well done. I'll actually be upset if the sound design team doesn't win a whole bunch of awards by the end of the year, because the sound, and lack thereof, help to build the tension in this world. And this film is absolutely filled with a killer amount of suspense. I could not have possibly been more on the literal edge of my seat. This is why I love going to theaters, for movie experiences like this. So if I wasn't clear enough, I loved this film. I thought it was excellent. It's easily one of the best horror sequels ever. The opening sequence alone is now probably one of my favorite opening sequences of all time. I honestly don't understand how people can hate on a movie like this. Everything is so technically well done. The creative team here clearly made this project with love and passion, and the story itself is incredibly character-driven. It's filled with such pathos and heart. I know some people can get annoyed with the children characters and the questionable decisions they can make, and I admit some of the things that they do can be frustrating, but that's the point. Thematically, these movies are love letters to parents who would do anything to protect their children, no matter what they do. And I think that's a wonderful message. These movies may be pitched as horror films, but they are definitely family dramas. And Emily Blunt, Millicent Simmons, and Noah Jupe are the heart and soul of these movies as the Abbott family. I think the first Quiet Place is probably a little bit more emotionally resonating than this one because of the father figure that John Krasinski plays, but I actually think I just like the sequel a bit more because this movie is just so damn enjoyable. Even though I may have a few nitpicks regarding the structure of the film and some of the world building elements, honestly, there's not much here that I don't like. I've been waiting such a long time to see a great movie in theaters again, especially one that I was actively looking forward to, and A Quiet Place Part 2 really gave me that satisfaction. I would watch a sequel to this movie in a heartbeat, and for that, I would likely give A Quiet Place Part 2 4.5 out of 5 stars. Thanks for watching.